Hey friends, welcome back to Rocky Mountain Homestead. I'm so glad you guys are here. On today's video, I'm going to take you guys along. We're supposed to be getting anywhere from 19 to 48 inches of snow, and it's just now starting. We got our firewood stocked up, ready for the next couple days, because today and tomorrow we're supposed to get pounded with snow. So as we get our home prepared to be ready to snuggle up indoors for a couple days, I figured we're gonna do some extra winter treats for our animals to kind of help them get through this really cold, yucky weather for them. As I said, it is an impromptu video that I decided to do, so I'm kind of getting my ingredients here together. And I'm going to share with you these easy chicken treat recipes that you can give to help boost your chicken's well-being in really yucky, cold winter weather. And it's going to be packed with a bunch of protein and goodness for your chickens. I absolutely love making our animals treats, homemade, and supplementing their food. But I'm going to take you guys along today. It's a very versatile recipe. You can throw in whatever you want, but I'm going to share with you what I do for mine. Okay, the first thing you want to do is preheat your oven to 325 degrees. So I have that going right now. I am out of scratch. So my base of what I usually do is 1 cup of layer feed and 2 cups of scratch. So this is going to be a little bit different. Like I said, this is very versatile. You can add to it what you'd like. So what I'm going to do instead is 2 cups of their feed. And I'll put the regular recipe in the description below, but not the way I wanted to start this video. So we have 2 cups of layer feed. And then to that, what I'm going to do is add in, I'm gonna get a different measuring cup, and I'm going to add in about 2/3 cup of hard white wheat berries. And then to that, I'm going to add in 1/3 cup of some dried corn, which is really good for chickens when it's really cold out. Okay, I went ahead and washed my 1 cup measurement because it was in the layer feed. And then to this, I'm going to add 1 cup of oats. To this, I'm going to add in some unsalted cashews that I chopped up. That's a healthy fat for your chickens. I also have here a 1/4 cup of wheat germ. And then to this, I'm going to choose to add some kelp granules. This is organic from Azure Standard, and it's animal feed. So for this, I'm going to add in just a 1/4 cup. And then you can go into your spices that you'd like to add, your herbs. For me personally, I have 1/2 teaspoon of ground ginger, which is good for circulation. It's a circulation stimulator. And then in there, I also have 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, which is a great immune booster. It's good for respiratory purposes as well. Additionally, I am going to add in 1/3 cup of flax meal. At this point, I have all my dry ingredients that I want to add. So I'm going to give this a good mix and get it all incorporated. I'm now going to get my wet ingredients together, which is going to be 1/2 cup of coconut oil melted. And I suggest you do that first because next we're going to add 1/2 cup of molasses. And with this dish, I need to measure in the measuring cup. Okay, I have measured out here 1/2 cup of molasses. And this dish, the white one at least, is going to be already oiled because of the coconut oil. So it's just going to all come right out of that dish. At this point, I'm going to add in 3 eggs. And I have I need to incubate some, but I do have 3 turkey eggs right here. And turkey eggs have almost twice as much protein as chicken eggs. So that's okay if some of the shell goes in there because we know that is a great source of calcium for chickens. And this is going to be going for my chickens and my turkeys and my guinea fowl. I need to do a separate duck treat, but this is going to be going in my chickens area. Now in my pantry, I found a jar of dates and I decided to dice them up. So I have here about 4 chopped dates that I'm going to add in. I always like to add in fruits, and this is where I say it's really versatile. You can add in blueberries. Of course, chickens love blueberries. You can add in blueberries. You can add in strawberries. You can add in whatever you like to give your chickens for a treat. I always mix it up and I use what I have on hand. So I actually have a lot of jars of dates right now that I'm going through, which is why I chose to chop them up. Now, dates are good for chickens. You want to give them occasionally as a sweet treat. You don't obviously want that to be a significant, frequent part of their diet, but the dates do contain different vitamins and minerals that are good for chickens. However, it does have a higher sugar content, so in moderation. And to the wet ingredients, now that everything is mixed up, I am going to be adding in this dry mixture, and I'm going to mix it until it's incorporated. Blended really nicely into this mixture, you're going to get your container. Me personally, I like the 6-inch cake pan size, but I donated them recently because I used to do these really big custom birthday cakes for my kids' birthdays, and used to have like 30 to 40 people over, and it's just not realistic in the season of life that we're in. So I no longer have those. They used to be like really big tiered cakes. But these are 8-inch, I believe. Yes, they are 8-inch. I had to double check. I'm like, okay, they're not 6-inch. They're certainly not 10-inch. So what I'm going to do is divide this mixture into these 2 pans. Also, another favorite that I usually add in, back to we don't have scratch, I almost always have black oiled sunflower seeds in our little livestock animal pantry that I have. We almost always have a huge bag of those, but they have been given a lot of them lately, and we are out of that bag, and it's been a while. I think the last time I went to place an order with Azure Standard, they were sold out. Actually, I think the last 2 or 3 times they were sold out. So that is going to be on my upcoming order. But you're just going to divide this anyway as evenly as you can, just so they cook evenly. That one has a little bit more. So that is all I'm doing here. So you can also add in any other type of seeds as well to the mixture. Like I said, this is really, you can customize this however you like to. And you know your chickens, you know what treats they love and which ones they kind of don't go after. So you can totally change anything you want to. I just try to stick to these ratios so there's enough moisture to hold this together and it cooks well. So there we go. I am now going to put these in the oven, and because I'm using 2 8-inch ones, it's going to be a little bit thicker. Usually the 6-inch pans for me take about half an hour in a 325-degree oven. So I'm going to set my timer for 30, and I'll let you know how long it took when we get back for these 2 8-inch cake pans. Now, while that is in the oven, moving on to our second chicken treat, what we're going to do is add in some dry ingredients once again. So right here, what I have is a 1/4 cup of kelp granules. I also have a 1/4 cup of wheat germ and a 1/4 cup of flax meal. To that, I'm going to be adding in 1 cup of oats and 1 cup of unsalted nuts. And once again, I am using up some cashews that we had. I'm also going to be adding in 3 cloves of garlic that I crushed. Crushed garlic is a great immune booster. I also have over here 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric, and I have 1/2 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Turmeric is a great immune booster, and The cayenne pepper is great for circulation, and you can also at this time add any herbs or dried flowers. I put all my dried flowers that I had for them in a nesting box, in actually all of their nesting boxes. So oops, that was more than I wanted to. So what I have here is some dehydrated spinach, and I probably dumped in much more than I wanted. It is clumped up, but I don't know, I'd say maybe half a cup of some chopped dehydrated spinach. You can add some greens to this, like I said, any herbs that you want at this time, or any dried flowers. We're also going to be adding in 1 cup of black soldier fly larvae. So there is our 1 cup of black soldier fly larvae. Now I just want to take this time to speak on this company, Grub Terra. It is a sustainable and organic product that our hens, our turkeys, our ducks, everybody absolutely loves, and they go crazy for this. I also love the most that Grub Terra is helping out by reducing food waste. That is one of my goals this year, and we are putting different organization systems into my home to cut down on the amount of food waste that we have. And I just wanted to say, Grub Terra, what they do is they feed their black soldier fly larvae food waste. And as you can see here, every 1 pound of Grub Terra's dried black soldier fly larvae equals 20 pounds of food waste saved from landfills. So this is a 5-pound bag, so that is 100 pounds of food waste. And I absolutely love that. Also, fly larvae is a great natural source of methionine, which is an important nutrient for chickens. And a fun fact, black soldier fly larvae contain 75 times more calcium than mealworms, which is absolutely a great healthy alternative if you want to add these in to your regular treats for your chickens. And it's not just for chickens and ducks and turkeys. You can give them to chickens, reptiles, fish, or birds. So great product. We absolutely love it. And that is what I am using in today's ingredients for our chicken treats. If you want to know more, I will put an affiliate link down in the description box below. And if you want 10% off of this product, go ahead and use the code word Rocky Mountain. I'm going to go ahead and give these dry ingredients a good mix, and then we are going to get into the wet ingredients that we are going to be adding to this mixture. To the dry mix, I'm going to be adding in 1 cup of melted coconut oil. I also am not sure if I mentioned this or not, but I usually add 1 cup of seeds of some sort, but I am like out of all my seeds. I got to get pumpkin seeds and black oiled sunflower seeds. I couldn't think for a second on my next Azure standard order. But what I did is I put a 1/4 cup of chia seeds in a mason jar, and I added 1 cup of water to that to kind of gel them, because you definitely want to feed chia seeds to your chickens like this in the gel-like form. And chia seeds are also a great source of calcium for your chickens. Has a lot of benefits for healthy bone growth. Or bone health overall, I should say. So I am going to go ahead and get this blended together. Now, usually what I do is get a silicone tray, but that's actually in the dishwasher at the moment. So what I have is these little muffin liners, cupcake liners, little silicone ones. And what I'm going to do is fill these up with that mixture. And then what you're also going to do when you're done filling them up is chill them until they're firm. It is snowing pretty good right now, so you can put them in your fridge or your freezer. Me personally, I'm probably just going to put them outside. So what I'm going to do here is take my 1/4 measuring cup, and I'm just going to scoop some of the mixture. I'm going to flip it down, and I'm going to press it down with the bottom of the measuring cup. And I'm going to continue doing that until I have as many as it needs filled. For these 8-ounce treats, now that these are out of the oven, I'm going to let them cool for a little bit. Like I said, the 6-inch cake pans usually is about 30 minutes for me. My phone's going crazy, sorry. Usually is about 30 minutes for me, but these are 8-inch ones, and they're not soft. they give a little when you press on them. That's really hot. I didn't want to burn them, but that is firm enough for what I need to do. I'm going to be putting a hole in here and hanging it on some twine for them. So I'm going to let these cool and then I'll bring you right back. What I'm going to do is run a knife around the edge. These are still really hot, but I just don't want to have any issues with it sticking, even though we did spray the pan. It's actually really hot. So I'm just going to go around and cut around the edge with a butter knife. And when you flip them out, this is what they're going to look like. A little bit of the edge is a little bit crumbly, but overall it stayed intact pretty well. Now I'm going to let this sit up for a little bit till it's a little bit firmer and much cooler than it is right now. It's still really hot to the touch. But I'm also going to be giving these to our ducks. Now, what my intention was to put a hole in this and hang it from twine, and that's what I'm going to do for my chickens, my turkeys, my guinea fowl. But for the ducks, they lucked out because originally I was just going to do this for all the other poultry besides the ducks and the goose. But all these ingredients are absolutely wonderful for ducks as well, and the kelp especially is a great source of vitamin D for them. So when I had dumped out the first one, it actually broke. It broke, a part of it got stuck where I did not oil the pan well enough. So what I'm going to do is kind of break this up into good sized chunks, like little crumbles, for the ducks and give it to them that way on the ground. Okay, we got some good size crumbles out of this broken one, and I'm going to be sharing these with the ducks here in just a few minutes, and we're gonna see what they think of them. Okay, so the problem that I just realized is with the 8-inch cake pan, it's a lot different than the 6-inch one. It does have some weight to it, so it's flexing a lot, and I just don't think putting the little hole in there and hanging it by twine is going to work very well. So I'm just going to serve it up like this. And it is pretty much a knockoff version of what you would see at a Tractor Supply farming store of a flock block. Without falling, I'm going to cautiously walk up our muddy, yucky road right here with a bunch of treats for the animals. And right now we only have our ducks and our geese free ranging because we just have too many chickens and it takes forever to get them in. And with the snow, we don't want to be chasing chickens down. So our first testers are going to be the ducks and goose. All right, we need to draw some attention here. Let's see what they think. Come on, guys. They definitely approve. All right, Waffles, my goose, is coming over. And he is liking it. I'm going to throw another, and actually, as I'm throwing it, I'm kind of just crumbling it. And we've got a winner here. They are liking it. All right, I got the other, my turkeys. Got the other treats out here for the turkeys and the chickens and the guinea fowl. So they're all in their kennel right now because the weather is just really yucky. And we're going to go ahead and see what they think of these. Also a really great boredom buster on yucky days like this. All right, let's see. What do you guys think? And the ducks are still over here eating all the treats. Do we get your approval? What do you think? my mega minds. Are you mega mind? They look like. I am going to share some of these treats with these guys on this end. Oh, oh yeah, they're liking it. So absolutely 2 treats that are filled with all types of vitamins and minerals and nutrients. Like I said, flexible. You can add to it whatever you want to, whatever you have on hand. I'm going to once again put the ingredients down in the description below, but they are loving it. And it has so many good things in it for the cold winter days. All right, you guys, I hope this video is helpful. Like I said, it's really versatile. Use whatever you have on hand. There's things that I normally put in here that just was not on my shelf today. There's a lot of things I need to get on my Next Azure standard order, and this definitely showed me a couple of the ingredients that we have already gone through. These are normal ingredients that we get for our animals. I love supplementing their feed with different things. This has these 2 treats have so many great minerals and nutrients in them, especially during the winter months when they need extra boosts of protein and extra little herbs and things, spices for their immune systems. And given the fact we have a ton of snow coming, I think it's now at like 6 o'clock this evening, it'll definitely help them. And these are great imitation flock block type treats where it can definitely help with boredom. If it lasts long enough, guys, they've already devoured these. It's all my hard work. The Toms are devouring their own treats over there, but give this a recipe. Give both of these a try. And like I said, just whatever you have on hand. Obviously, if you're new to raising chickens and turkeys and ducks and whatever, different types of poultry, then obviously you want to look at what they can have and what they can't have. But overall, this is an absolute great, nutritious, healthy treat for them. It is definitely like an imitation of the flock block, so it definitely should be helping with boredom on the winter days if it lasts. If you guys are interested in Grub Terra, go ahead and use the affiliate link down below. And once again, the word is going to be Rocky Mountain to get you a 10% off your order discount. We absolutely love Grub Terra. We love what they stand for, and our chickens absolutely love Grub Terra as well. If you have any different ingredients that your chickens or livestock absolutely love, especially during the winter months, feel free to leave them down in the comments below. And if you have any other suggestions or tips for what you guys do to help give them an extra boost in the winter, feel free to leave that down in the comment section below. If you like these type of videos, go ahead and hit that like button. That gives me feedback. And I also have a couple more do-it-yourself treat videos coming up for different animals. So leave a comment, and if you have not already joined this channel, I hope that you subscribe on your way out if you want to see more of these, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a video. Right, you guys, I totally forgot to throw this into the video, and I know why, because we don't ever have leftovers of like anything in this house. But if you don't have as many birds and animals as we do, and you make a regular size batch and you have leftovers, feel free to pop them in an airtight container in your refrigerator for up to a week. And I say up to a week because I know for sure that's how long they will store safely in the fridge, because I've done that. But if you also want to batch cook and handle this one time, one and done, make your mess in the kitchen and batch cook a lot of them to have on hand, you can totally do that and portion them out for however many you're going to need and stick them in your freezer for up to 3 months. And then you can have them potentially ready to go for the whole winter and not have to make a mess in your kitchen, and just pull it out and thaw. They thaw really quickly. Thaw them when you're ready to give them to your animals to enjoy. So anyway, I hope this video was helpful. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys on the next video. Laverne and Shirley. Oh, the mud and poop on my pants. I love you. Laverne and Shirley here are looking for their treats. They smell stuff, huh? You want some treats? Guess what video's coming up next? I didn't forget you. Oh, you are too much.